Just when you thought it was safe, it's Christmas Eve. It's not. I'm here. Good evening to you. How y'all been? Um, for those of you on Facebook, no video, no video. Have y'all ever been to the movies or something? You ever been to the movies? And when you get to the movies, they have them previews. The thing comes up, the logo comes screen. That's letting you know that the show getting ready to start. So for all you dumbass folk on Facebook that's asking the question, ain't no video, ain't no video. That's because that's getting you ready for me to bring the show on. Do you get it now? A mind is a terrible thing to waste. Hope y'all ain't wasting your mind on this evening. It's been a beautiful day today. You know what? I have not even been outdoors on today. I did my morning show, got back in the bed, slept to 12 to get ready for the 1 o'clock show. I did my 1 o'clock show. What did I get off there? About 2:30. Went back to bed and slept about 6 o'clock and got back up again to do this. And when I finish this, I will do my music for some of my music for in the morning to start me off. And then I'm going to lay up and watch some movies on the TV. Okay. Well, it's been a restful day. Something that I deserve. I deserve to do some things for me and to rest. I do enough business. Uh, I had one guy inbox me about coming to Atlanta for New Year's Eve. I gave him my fee. My fee. I need 2 airline tickets and a 4 to 5 star hotel suite. I'll get back with you. Let me talk to my people. That's what it is, brother. That's what it is. For me to come to your club or your whatever it is, and for me to speak, uh, I don't come free. Praise God. Ain't God good? Yes, He is. But this evening, no politics at all. No, no. I don't come free. Okay, well, praise God. Yeah. I want to talk about something this evening. Tomorrow is Christmas Day. It's a Christmas day that none of us has ever witnessed before. We've never had a pandemic during our lifetime, even though I believe that most of y'all got some money. The way the malls have been filled. I was supposed to go back to the barber shop there, get my shave, get my hair shaved. I didn't want to go to the colored mall. I didn't want to be bothered with all them black folk. I did not want to be bothered with having to hunt for a place to park, uh, walking, and then walk into a place where a large percentage of folk did not have their mask on. So I just stayed in the house. I didn't have nothing else to do. Some money showed up in my account. I said, "Oh hell, this will tag me over to Monday." So I'm fine. But for many folk, this is going to be a very difficult time. I want to talk this evening about holiday grief, holiday death. I guess we'll throw in, what do the lonely do for Christmas? But when I talk this evening about death, it is not just the death of the physical. We're going to talk about that. Where you just physically go to the graveyard, go to the undertaker. There are other forms of death as well. You know, when you Google death, it comes up as death is a permanent, irreversible cessation of all biological functions that sustain living organisms. The remains of a previous living organism normally begins to decompose shortly after death. I like that part, the decomposition, the changing over. Many of you right now that's viewing me, you are in a decomp stage with something that is going on in your life. Now, many of you have experienced the physical death this year. And because of the physical death, you find yourself grieving. You find yourself longing for the person that's dead. Some of you have lost not just to COVID, but this is your first year without your mama. Your mama died this year. The closest living organism that you can have to yourself is your mama. You don't get but one mama. You can live with having more than one dad. I mean, you have one biological daddy, but you can have all these other daddies in your life. But nothing defeats the memory, the love, the longing, the wanting, the missing of mama. You will psychologically depress yourself tomorrow. In fact, some of you are depressed right now. You don't even cook the dinner that you normally cook. You don't want to cook. You don't want to eat. You don't want to talk to nobody. You don't want to see nobody. You don't want nobody to call you on the telephone. Don't drop by my damn house. Because I'm grieving. I'm missing my mama. If my mama was here, we'd be doing this. If my mama was here, we'd be saying that. If my mama was here, she'd be cooking this, that, or the other. You are going through a holiday grief. Yes, you've been grieving since the death, but the day they call Christmas is a day that you did some joyous things together. So now, in grief. COVID took a lot of people from us. January 1, we expected to be together with our loved one. We expected to be at mama's house. Even with the COVID-19, you were still going to make your way to your mama's house. If I got to put on my mask, I got to put all the sanitizer on my hand, I'm going to my mama's house. But mama gone. You're missing your mama. Will it ever get better? No. When my mom died, four years ago, I went through a grief factor. I found myself a grown ass man sitting there, and sometimes tears just roll for no reason. Because I lost my mama. I could drive through the old neighborhood and I think about my mama. Just little things. I think about my mama and old grown ass man, tears roll down my cheek. So it gets easier with times, but there's some time that even the easiness is being easy when days like this. Because no matter where I was, I talked to my mom on Christmas. If I was in town, I go by my mama's house for Christmas. Even if I had a wife or had a woman to eat my Christmas dinner with, I had to eat at my mama's house. My mama expected me to eat at her house. That's your mama, but I'm your mama. So we're going through these griefs. Somebody lost children. Someone has lost lifelong friends. And you're having to deal with the grief. That's one grief. Then there is the death of a relationship. You love somebody. You've been in love with somebody. And for whatever reason, whether it was your fault, whether it was their fault, they ain't here this Christmas. Last Christmas, The memories go back. Smile comes upon your face. Thinking about the love that you once had. And when that relationship ends, if you love them, if you were in love with them, if you had a clinging or a bond together, it's just like a death. When you feel like you ain't gonna see that person no more. You won't be loved by that person no more. You won't be held. You won't be loved, hugged, squeezed, teased, and pleased by that person no more. It's a death. Neil's on here saying that she lost a childhood friend due to COVID-19. And you know, sometimes losing a lifelong friend can be closer. Mastermind Supreme, you are off my page. Losing a lifelong friend can be worse than losing a family member. Because sometimes your friends are closer to you than your family. Yeah, they can be closer to you than your family. They were there for you when family turned their backs on you. You could call them when family members didn't want to hear from you. But has there ever been a man or a woman in your life that Christmas just ain't Christmas without them? That's a death. Death in our lives is a surety. You come in this world to die. When you look at a headstone or when you look at a funeral program, you see that person's name, then you see a dash there, then you see when they end. You got the beginning, the ending. But the most important part is the dash. What did you do between the time that you were born and the time that you die? At 63, I think more now about death than I've ever thought about it before. In my teens, I didn't think about no death. I live forever. 20s, think about no death. 30s, I didn't care nothing about no death. 40s, I didn't care nothing. 50s, started getting on my mind, especially on my 50th birthday. I was at my mama's house on my 50th birthday, and a piece of mail came to my mama's house from the AARP people. And it said, today you are 50. Had my first birthday party when I was 51. I did it from 51, 52, 53. As I got closer to 60, it was an in and out thought. But at 63, at 63, I think about it. I don't fear death because ain't nothing I can do about it. I ain't want to die. I ain't no time soon. But I know it's a reality. I know that in God's appointment book, on a particular day at a particular time, it's an appointment that must be kept. I remember when I could run a mile and not get winded. But I'm not talking about the White House. I remember that. Now I find myself walking from the one room to the next room, and I feel myself tired. I remember when I didn't have to write nothing down on no paper. But now I do. Now I do. I found myself one morning, I was looking for my glasses. No damn well I can't see. And the glasses were on my face. Looking for my keys. And my keys in my hand. It lets me know you got an appointment. You got an appointment, man. That's the reason that I decided in 2021, if God allows me to live, that I'm going to acquire everything that I desire in 2021. I'm going to rest. I'm going to do well about my health. I'm going to take whatever time I need off from being a public figure. and take care of me and live. Damn, Danita, you looking for your phone and you was on the phone talking. That's just a sign that that's an appointment. And I don't care. You being young does not mean that you don't have no appointment. They got some short graves out at the cemetery. I've done so much for other folk that I've mistreated doing some things for myself. I'm 63. I ain't got 63 more. I even find myself at times thinking about my funeral. Hmm. Yeah. Somebody asked me, why are you getting married at 63? Because I want my last days to be my best days. I want to have joy. I've done a lot of things in life. I've traveled, I've did everything, I've had money, but it does not matter how much money you have. The least is Lord, we ain't talking about no Santa Claus, so you got to go off the show. Ain't no hearse truck. I can carry no money to the graveyard. I told Melanie one night last week, and she thought I was joking when I first said it. I asked her, I said, do you know CPR? She said, no. I said, I want to get you in one of them CPR classes. Then we ain't talking about no goddamn celebrating Christmas. You gone for just being stupid on my page. All stupid for porn tonight. She said, what I need to know CPR for? I said, I want you to get in one of them classes. I'm 63. Congestive heart failure. And, 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 and one of my biggest fears, I've had so many friends this year that died at home because they lived by themselves. They didn't have nobody there to care for them. One of my closest friends, an undertaker, a guy by the name of Edgar Miller. Edgar and I have been friends for over 40 years. We both worked at funeral homes together. And about, what is it, about 5, 6 months ago, I hadn't seen Edgar in about a month. Prior to the pandemic, we normally see each other down at Privé on a Wednesday or Thursday night, and we have a drink and we talk about old times. We talked about our younger years. He drove a car identical to mine. And once or twice, we had 3 or 4 of them Hennessy's and wondered why we couldn't get in the car because we'd be parked next to each other and we couldn't get in. We laughed. My friend left the funeral home, N.J. Ford and Sons, went home. He went home. He had a pacemaker, and that pacemaker was supposed to do some shock something. But Edgar lived alone in a high-rise apartment, not a high-rise old folk. And Edgar was older than me. And I didn't get no call from Edgar the next morning. Edgar was normally at the funeral home by 7 o'clock in the morning. Harold Ford, the former congressman, called for Edgar, and Edgar didn't answer. They talked every morning about how many bodies we got today. They sent somebody around to Edgar's apartment. They saw his car there, got to his apartment, couldn't get in. They found Edgar dead on the floor. Now that one shook me. Because you know how you imagine that some folk gonna live forever? Edgar was one of those people that you thought would always live forever. There was nobody like an Edgar Miller. I've had 2 or 3 other people found dead in their apartments. And my phobia became, I don't want to die in this house by myself. My children had no key to my house. I'm well secured. Burglar alarm systems, cameras everywhere. Steel door. But I said, if I got sick at night and something happened to me and I couldn't get to the phone, wouldn't nobody miss me until 6 o'clock in the morning? Because that's why I go on the radio. If I ain't on the radio at 6 o'clock in the morning, people that know me and people that are close to me would say, something wrong. I got folk like Nina that's on here and 4 or 5 others that if the station, because I stream from my house to the station, if I'm not on the air by a certain time, they text me from around the country, is anything wrong? And I said, well, if I ain't on the air, I found out there's a technical problem. Look, I'll be on in a minute. So now, uh, Mel has a key here. She's here every night. And there are some things, having a young woman and wanting to live makes you care about your health, makes you care about going to the doctor. Until a couple of years ago, I never. But I understood that death. I'm in the appointment book. We're all in the appointment book. We don't know where, we don't know what time, but we're in the appointment book. In God's appointment book, your name is on a particular date. So, for the people that you have lost this year, the people, whether it's your mama, your daddy, your children, they were in the appointment book. Somebody would say they died before their time. My brothers and sisters, you can't die before your time because you ain't got no time. Time does not belong to you. Jesus said, I am the resurrection and the life. Your life ain't in your hands. No, no. Do you feel part of the reason for getting married is the fear of dying alone? No. I ain't scared of death. I ain't scared of death. I know I gotta die one day. And see, I got a relationship with God. I just don't, I don't want to die and decompose and y'all can see my cute side. And I gotta look good. Ed Food gotta make me look good in the body. No, no, I'm marrying because at 63 years old, there's some things in my life I got to change. I'm marrying because I love the woman. I'm marrying because the woman is there to take care and be a helpmate. That's the reason I'm getting married. I've lived a long time. But you reach a point where you want to do some things with your life. Timo does preach. The sermon is entitled An Appointment That Must Be Kept. I preach that. No. And she didn't marry me because of what I got. It's good to marry somebody with something, but no. I'm looking for the joy of the latter day. Have you ever heard the old folks say, Let my last days be my best days. And I just believe, this is me, this is me. I believe that God is going to allow me, before I close my eyes, to acquire all that I desire. I just believe God that good. I believe that I was born 63 years ago with a mission from God. There is something that God wants me to accomplish. And look, I can't die until I've done what it was made for me to do when I was born. See, me like Jesus, I was born to a 16-year-old girl like Jesus. I was a bastard boy just like Jesus. Because he didn't have no earthly father. I believe. See, the word says that he has a plan and a purpose for my life, for my existence. That I wasn't just born to be born. Just like you. You ain't just born to be born. God has a plan for you and for your life. So I deal today, my aunt that raised me, the one woman I knew that loved me with every drip of sweat that would fall off of her. My auntie would have been 95 years old today. And I'm still making it off of the prayers. Panthers Nation, don't ask me that. I'm still making it off of the prayers of that old lady. Yeah, I am. And let me give y'all this. Even though death has come in your life, death has come to your family, you've lost somebody this year, and you're going through your holiday grief. That is, Pastor, how does it ease up? How does it get any better? Well, the first thing that you got to do, you got to leave the cemetery. Yeah, you got to leave the cemetery. You say rest in peace. But they can't rest because you still are in the cemetery. You got to release them and let them go. You got to come out of the cemetery. You you've allowed their death to consume your very being. You can't read right. You can't function because you're dealing with they dead. You still at the cemetery. And they ain't even at the cemetery. Ain't nothing in the ground but the remains. That's what they call remains. Your mama ain't in that hole. My mama ain't out there at South Wind. She ain't there. Nobody's in heaven, scripturally, but she is in the presence of God. How you know, preacher? Well, the word says that to be absent from the body is to be. It didn't say maybe. It says is to be with the Lord. Oh, I wish I could get some help up in here tonight. See, when I do these kind of shows, the numbers go down, but I love these type of shows. Huh? Absent death, the funeral home, the graveyard. Absent from the body is to be, is to be, is to be. Your mama with God. Your son is with God. If we are all flowers, growing in God's garden, don't God have a right to come and pick the flower that he wants? Doesn't God have the right to make you a part of his bouquet? You his flower. Then your son is in the presence of God. And 9 times out of 10, Nina, if you could talk to your son, he won't come back here. Because I'm sure that in the presence of God, there is a peace beyond understanding. And I didn't mean to preach tonight. Official Santa Claus, come on, brother. Yeah, he would come back to you. What are he going to come back to you for? And he with God. He's in the presence of God. He's in the presence of the Immaculate Conception. Your loved one tonight, as you're going through your holiday grief, they all right. Quit letting these Cracker Jacks preachers telling you mama walk around heaven. Nobody's in heaven, according to Scripture. The judgment has not taken place yet. But they in the presence of God. They're getting to know the one that they've heard about. And I believe, and I don't know, I ain't never been there, but I hear people talk about the light that they see. And I don't believe that if you love God and you trust God, that death comes to you as a surprise. I remember in my mama's last days, I remember one day I was at the end of the bed in my mama's room. My mama knew I was there. But she asked me, boy, who is those men standing beside you? What y'all talking about? Well, they ain't doing all the talking. You ain't talking to them. I thought my mama was delusional. I knew that death was close. I said, what men? The men standing up there beside you in them black suits. I said, Mabel, I don't see nobody. Boy, you just a damn lie. You see the men. My mom could out cuss me. You see them men. I don't see them. Motherfucker, you do see them men standing down there at the end of the bed with you. I said, well, is my mama losing it? Then I had to realize something. That God was dispatching somebody to come get my mama. My mama had never been on the journey that she was about to go on. And they came to the room. And the reason I couldn't see them because they didn't come for me. Yeah. Well, I felt preached right there. They wasn't there for me. They didn't come. They didn't swing low. To come and take me home. They came for my mama. 2 or 3 days I came by there. The men was there. Somebody said, well, why didn't they just go on and take her home since they were there? No, they were just the transportation. They were just the escorts. And they could not move her. They could not take her on the journey until they got the okay from God to come and get her. They took her. I wasn't there, and my brother wasn't in the room. When he called me, crying, and said, Mama gone. I didn't immediately break down then. I said, so let me just finally just waiting for everybody to be gone to take my mama home. I get to the house. She laying in the bed, physically dead on this side, with a smile on her face. See, I know the brand that an undertaker can put on your face when you get to the funeral home. But she died with a smile on her face. That lets me know that when she left here and she transitioned to there, that she wasn't sad about it. Because I had called her several times, talking to her mom, talking to my auntie, talking to my great grandma. And she told me, I'm all right. Mm. Yeah, it kind of sends a few chills up me there. And every now and then I can feel my mama's presence. I can feel my auntie's presence. When certain things come on me, her words, my mama's words were to me and to my brother, man up. Mm. That's the reason I was able to preach my mama's funeral. I didn't know I had a hoop left in me. I hadn't preached in 6 or 7 years. I hadn't been in a pulpit. Mm. And I often tell people the reason I don't give naked truth up as a church, because I made a deal with God. I did. I made a deal with God. I did. And I'm scared to break my deal with God. I am. I am. The only thing I fear is breaking my deal with God. My mama told me, you gotta go back in the pulpit. I never meant to go back. I thought all the preaching was gone. And I told God, and God said, deal with me about starting a ministry. I don't want to pastor no church. I just want to be on the radio. I wasn't. Well, yeah, I was on TV. I just want to be on TV and radio. I don't want to pastor no church. God just kept pressing it on me. I said, okay, God, I'll make a deal with you. Here's my deal with you. My friend God said, don't break your deal. Boy, that'll preach too. I swear, don't break your deal. And I said, okay, God, I'll make a deal with you. I said, God, here's my deal. I'm going to preach my mama's funeral. And if I don't break down while I'm preaching, I'll go. I closed did a little viewing thing. I closed and tucked my mama into the casket. I closed it. I got up and I took for a text an appointment that must be kept. I preached that thing. Didn't whimper. I preached. I sung. See, here's where I am. And the reason I keep on holding on to the church, I know that God has a mission for me. It ain't grow like I wanted it to grow. I spent $500,000 of my money when I started this. I had close to $1 million tucked away. I spent $500,000. As of last year, 504,000. I've had some difficult days. I've grieved over the ministry, the room not being full. I've dealt with the oppression. I've dealt with the ridicule. But I kept on going. Because here's my fear. My fear, as God is my witness, that if I break my deal with God, I would die. Now, that's just my conviction. That's just my fear. That's my fear. That's my fear. That if I break my deal with God, that y'all heard the alarm. It was on. That was mail coming in. If I break my deal with God, I'll die. That's the reason I keep holding on to that building. And I have people that tell me, give up the building and just do it virtually. That ain't what God told me to do. Don't you think after $500,000, if I could start, I would? Being who I am now, this cussing pastor for some, has taken my name around the world. Good, bad, indifferent. So what I'm saying to you, I guess this is what I call my Christmas message. Is that you better live. That is an appointment that must be kept. Your friends that died this year, excuse me, of the COVID virus or whatever that died, it was just that time. When they were born, God wrote their name in the appointment book. You remember that egg now? Put that back in the freezer. Ooh, I've been looking for some egg now, Jesus. Thank you so much. Ooh. Ah, yes. Thank you. Let me tell you something. You missing somebody right now. You longing for somebody right now. But let me share something with you. Come on out the graveyard. Remember the good times. Death does not happen by accident. God doesn't deal in coincidence, and He does not deal in accidents. It's your time, baby. And when it's your time, can't nobody do nothing about your time but God. And I've taken this whole show a different way than I got it wrote down on paper that I was going to deal with. So I don't know who this is for. I don't know who it's for. Somebody else somebody else having them chills besides me. Huh? But you got to start right now and thank God for your life. Because it could have been another way. Somebody could be grieving you right now. Some of y'all got some pain, man. Some deep pains. Because of the losses that you've had. And you don't have to be sick to die. You don't have to be sick to die. You got to release it. And all of you on here, we all miss somebody. We all do. We all do. We all do. But you got to turn it loose, man. Marie, you got to let it go. It's right there. You got to let it go. You got to understand that the tears that fall were designed by God as a release and relief of your heart. You can't keep it. You can't keep it all bottled up in you. And it's all right to let your children see you cry. It's all right. Then sometimes you got to be able to talk about it and be able to explain it to them. Why you cry? Why you cry? Here's how. Man, that was a time that you never see me emotional on TV, on social media. Because I had an image to portray. But now I don't care. I've lived long enough not to care. And that's the reason that I am so grateful to God for life. God makes differences. God makes changes in your life. God makes unexpected changes in your life. Some of them are good. Some of them are not what you want. But I got to get you to understand that this year ain't been all bad. Yeah, you done lost this, you done lost that, a little bit of this here over here, you done lost it all, and you believe that you've lost everything, and you're lingering, your mind is lingering on the loss, you're lingering on the negative, but you're not lingering on the positive. What's positive? I lost my job. I lost my mama. I lost my friends. I ain't got what I had this time last year. Yes, you do. You got your life. You got your life. How come my friend died and I didn't die? So God can use you as a testimony that I've seen others die. I've been at the bedside of death, and death wasn't able to grab me. Some of you had COVID, and he delivered you. You are able to testify that he's still a healer. Yeah, Chris, all my good days outweigh my bad days. I won't complain. Man. All right, let me open up the phone. Let me stop. Whatever you're going through right now, you got a reason to stop and tell God thank you. If you don't believe in God, you're on the wrong page tonight. Ain't no shucking and jiving. This one ain't even about numbers and ratings. This is one that I hope will be a help to somebody. Somebody needs to talk about it. Call me. 901-231-9239. Go ahead. Hello? Hi, how you doing? I'm doing fine. Go ahead. This is China. Okay, cut your TV or whatever it is that you're listening to. Cut it all the way down. Whose granddaughter?
Ruby died.
Ruby died?
Yes, sir. Yes. Yes, sir.
Okay. What's on your mind, dog?
Okay, she passed away on Tuesday at 2 o'clock.
This Tuesday?
Yes, yes, sir.
What she said?
I was trying to see it, went to the restroom, and I had just got on the phone with her. And my sister had called, she said she had passed away. My ass was in the back of her head.
Her eyes was in the back of her head. You said her eyes were in the back of her head.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Well, Don, you have my condolences for Miss Dye.
Okay.
I don't remember her offhand.
You know, you used to go to your church. You said so long ago, Daddy.
Her name is what?
Ruby Jean died. You know, we used to sing in the choir.
At which church?
Oh, God. It was a long ago. It was a long ago. When you had to live in church in Friday.
I didn't have no little bit of church on Friday.
You know, what church you in Friday?
Well, whoever she is, you and your family have my condolences, okay?
Okay.
All right. Thank you, darling, for calling.
Okay.
All right. All right. Phone lines are open. 901-231-9239. 901-231-9239. Phone lines open now. You can call. I don't know why they would sell eggnog just this time of year. Ooh, all it's missing is a little Hennessy. I wonder if I put a little Hennessy in it, it wouldn't hurt it, would it?
I bought some with some me or drink it.
You bought some with some with it?
With some alcohol and drink it.
It's Christmas. Let me just have a little bit for Christmas.
I didn't even bring it in.
Go out there and get it.
It's at the other house.
That's all right. I'll be up in time to go to the liquor store. It ain't gonna hurt me on Christmas.
You want to go with some?
Huh?
Is it?
Woo! You never had eggnog. Ooh, eggnog so good. Okay. I will be in the building on Sunday morning. The last Sunday of the year. I will be in my pulpit on Sunday morning physically. Y'all can wear your mask if you like. I ain't never got more than 10 no way, so I ain't. But the law on this 10 thing is not for places of worship. Somebody said they ain't had no eggnog since they were little. I look forward to this time of year for some eggnog. And you say you left it at the other house.
Yeah, because you couldn't have alcohol, so I left the one with the alcohol over there and brought you some without.
You're low down.
You know, I'm trying to do right with you.
A little alcohol ain't gonna hurt me for Christmas.
Okay, you can have some tomorrow.
I need some tonight.
You want me to go get it?
Do I want you to go get it?
Yeah.
I really do, but I don't want you to have to drive way back over there to go get it.
Okay.
You go to the liquor store, it's one close. You think about my health, ain't you?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you need some money to go to the liquor store?
You know, matter of fact, yeah, I'll go to the liquor store. Yeah.
Bring me my pants. Yeah, because I'm
So
saying.
you really just said that out on air?
Well, bring me my pants.
Yes.
Yeah, because I got too much money in my pocket. Go.
But I'm saying,
Oh, you want my card? Huh? Bring me my wallet. You can take one of my cards.
Oh, very good.
No, bring me my pants.
Stop saying that you don't have on pants.
Okay, they can't say I ain't got on no pants.
But you just told them.
That's all right.
Oh my God.
They can't see nothing but the swell.
I need you to go back into your mellow mode.
Okay. So I said, Timo, I feel like you need to have some eggnog with some cookies or something.
Cookies?
Yeah. I'm gonna put a little bit, just a little bit. In fact, just buy me a bottle of Evan Williams.
What?
Buy me a bottle of Evan Williams.
I mean, what, baby?
Huh?
What you say?
Give me a bottle of Evan Williams.
Eggnog with it already in there?
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
Okay. All right. Go in my pants pocket.
Oh, I can. Wait a minute. I need to write this down.
Oh, Jesus.
Which one? Ooh, this jackpot. This one. What do you want me to
Take a 20 out of that.
Ain't name. I'll get this one. The blue.
Let me see what's on the end.
The blue.
That's $100 bill.
I know.
No, ma'am.
50.
Not a 50. Get a goddamn. I've been so mellow. Give me a 20. Get a 20. Get a 20.
I gotta get some wine.
You ain't gotta get nothing. Get the 20. Now put the rest of my money back in my pocket.
You do it in one ball.
Okay. Now go get me a ball. All right. Woo. That's enough. Lay my pants right there. Just lay them there.
You did right.
I know I did right. That's several $1,000s. Yeah, let it stay right there. Praise God.
I don't have to take from you.
I know you ain't got to take from me. All you got to do is ask.
Exactly.
But you have been known to ask after, like when I said, bring me some change.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't never get
The
none.
stores don't give change.
Okay.
They ain't gave change since
Okay,
March.
let me finish my show.
Right.
Whew. Ah. You want to call me? You can call me now, 901-231-9239. I love the Champion Show. Well, somebody said, that's old school, bring me my pants. That's right, I'm old. So when they get what you want, no. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No. Mm-mm. You got something that you want to get off your chest for the holiday? Do it. Somebody said, Thad, you're gonna be shitty with that eggnog. I got plenty of paper. And the bathroom is in the bedroom. So I ain't got far to go. Okay. You got something you want to get off your chest tonight? You want to talk about an issue of death? You need some consolation? Call me. 901-231-9239. Because I'm going off the air on time at 9 o'clock. I will not be doing the show again until Monday. Okay. I will not be back on the air. I'll be on the radio in the morning at 6 a.m. And fortunately, the radio studio is here in the house too. And I'm able to stream to the radio station. But I'll be here in the morning on the air at 6 o'clock. 6 until 9. I'll be doing the show. But I hope that you've enjoyed our conversation on tonight. And Merry Christmas to you too. I'm hoping that what I said helped somebody. It was not where I was going. I had a whole list of other things and other ways that I was supposed to go. but I didn't go it. And I've learned that if God leads me in another direction of conversation, that's a conversation that needs to be held. That's a conversation where, even though I watched the numbers, that what I said tonight wasn't for everybody. Because all some want is the joking, the jiving, the heavy cussing. That's all you want. But sometimes there's somebody that tunes in just to get a word. And I hope that there has been a word for you on tonight. If you are depressed, take the pressure off of yourself. It's going to be all right. And you got to believe. You got to believe that it's going to be okay. If you can't believe that it's going to be okay, it ain't going to be okay. If you can't see the end, there'll never be one. No, no. If you can't see yourself coming out of the storm, you'll just be lost in the storm. You'll stay in the rain forever. You won't even prepare to get out of the storm. You just keep getting wet. Is there anybody that's going to come out the cemetery tonight? It's dark in the cemetery. You're all alone in the cemetery. You're weeping and wailing and you're emotional about some loved one that's fixed up with Jesus right now. They all right. And they want to tell you, dry your eyes. Love me and remember me, but dry your eyes because I'm all right. Yeah, but get on before I close the show down early. So I get up. Mel came in and cut the heat down. I had the heat on. And I ain't got nothing on but the sweater. And I can't stand up and go and cut it down, cuts the heat back up, because y'all see me in my drawers. Whew. What's the number? 901-231-9239. Mm, mm, mm. So do I need to go early? Be sitting here with this all in my mouth. Anybody dealing with grief right now and you don't know how to deal with it, you don't know how to face tomorrow. Yes, you're going to cry. Yes, you're going to have some grief. And don't let people tell you never not to cry. Tell her I like that. You know your mama's okay. You got that confirmation when she passed. She all right. She all right. And the tears that you're should not be tears of remorse, but tears of joy. Tears that when you cry, you think of the memories, you think of the good times. And then ask yourself, are you being selfish? Your mama, your loved one was suffering. They in all kinds of pain. And they told you, I'm ready to go. And you said, no, mama, don't go. Please stay here. But the reason that you want them to stay here is for you. It ain't for them. They're hurting. They're hurting. The body is racked with pain. And they tell you that they're ready to go. When they say that they're ready to go, that means that they had a conversation with God. And in that conversation with God, God has already told them that here I am. I'm here with you. Lord, I ain't never died before. I've heard about death, but I've never witnessed it. And the Lord tells you, come on. It's okay. It's okay. Come on. I know you hurt. I see you. I see you. I see you hurting. I see you. I see you. I see you. You in man's, your loved one is in man's I see you unit. Your loved one is in man's I see you unit. And even though your loved one is in man's I see you unit, God lets you know that I see you. I got you because I see you. Tabitha, your mama told you she was ready to go because she was tired of hurting. And she talked to God. You best believe, Tabitha, she talked to God. Before she talked to you, she talked to God and told God, come get me. Don't leave me here like this. Lord, please come and get me. Phyllis Boyd, I'm sorry to hear that your son was murdered this year. Ooh. I can't hear you. Oh, speak up, darling, so I can hear you. I got to hear you, baby. You got to talk up. What?
Can you not hear me?
No, ma'am. You gonna? Do you have me on speakerphone?
Okay. I don't.
Okay.
I'm on the home phone.
Okay, then you got to project. You got to speak like you're hollering at your children.
No, I was going to tell you about the light that you were talking about when someone passes, and I experienced that with my dad light that comes from the floor and it goes up through my ceiling. Just it lit up the whole bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
The whole bedroom, and it went up to the ceiling. That was the only way I kind of got a hold of myself and, was okay. But I have experienced it like
Are you okay now?
I'm okay now. I'm fine. That's been some years ago. It just took me back when you started talking about that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But this is Florine.
Hey, Florine. Yeah.
And I just want to let you know about that light.
And there is a light.
Like, it is, and then it was very bright. I mean, no lights on in the bedroom, and at first it scared me, but when I opened my eyes and stuff, it just went straight up to my feelings. Yeah. But it's going to be okay. Just wanted to let you know that.
You have a Merry Christmas, Florine.
You too, Daddy. Bye-bye.
That's somebody I've known over 40 years. God comes for you. Let me tell you something. Here's what the old people used to say years ago. That death does not come as a surprise when you are a child of God. God, in his infinite wisdom, it gives you time to prepare for death. Yeah. That's reading them, the death angels come to your bedroom. Many of your loved ones that passed on, they had a conversation with God. They talked to God. They got right. They had the chance to clear up some things with God. They had the chance to ask God for some forgiveness. And I believe that even when someone dies tragically, Phyllis, I'm going to answer what you just said in just a minute. When someone dies tragically, they're shot down, I firmly believe that if they have time to say, Lord, have mercy, Lord, forgive me, God forgives them of their sins.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press
Go ahead, Trula.
Hey, Pastor. Merry Christmas to you. I just wanted to thank you, Pastor, because from about a week ago you helped me, and this has really helped me tremendously tonight, because this time 3 years ago I was trying to get over sickness, and I didn't know at the time, but 3 years ago Christmas was the last time that I'd eat Christmas dinner with my father. And Pops at the end, he was not able to tell me anything because he couldn't talk. The Alzheimer's just riddled him, but he had told me before he got real sick, he said, I don't want to be on any machines, do not resuscitate, do none of that. When it's my time to go, let me go. And I heard him talking to my grandfather. I saw him pointing at things when I would go check on him. And, like you made a good point, Pastor. My Pops, there was not quality of life anymore. I was keeping him medicated around the clock when he came home to hospice. And I did from my bedroom, and I did see that light come across the hallway one night.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, well, maybe that's his son. He's okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and the older I get, it just makes me realize, you know, you have to, like you said, know these things and also not take things for granted. But you don't want your people to suffer, and you know, God, you really helped me, Pastor, with this, and I really appreciate it so much.
True as always, you know I love you, yeah?
I love you too, Pastor. And I was just going to ask, how do you know, real briefly, I don't want to take too, how do you know what your gift is, Pastor? Because, you know, I've got a whole closet full of T-shirts of mistakes and things I've made in my life. Some of these things I've gone through, like spending a lot of time helping take care of loved ones, or maybe people learning from the mistakes I've made. Could that be what my purpose is? Or
See,
I sometimes wonder what.
No, here's what you do. When you talk about your gifts.
My gift, I'm sorry. That's
Yeah.
what I meant, my gift. Yes,
and your gifts, there's an S on it. Okay? Because see, sometimes you got more than one gift. It's just like it's just like a Christmas tree. You got more than one box under there. God does not keep your gift from you.
Okay.
You got to sit down and figure out, God, what is it that you gave me to do? And God will reveal it to you.
Okay.
He doesn't hide your gift. Your gift ain't hid from you.
Okay.
And the reason that it has not made the room for you that you wanted to make for you is because you have not asked him, what's my gift?
Okay. Well, I'm going to ask him.
We'll talk.
What my gift is.
We'll talk again, Julie. Thank you.
All right. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you. All right.
All right.
Truly's all right with me. Her father was a loyal fan of the Thaddeus Matthews show. Yeah. All right. You can call me too. 901-231-9239. I saw you say, what was her last request? I missed some of what. Who am I looking at? Oh, I believe it was you, Phyllis, that said you were dealing with your mom's death until you found out that she was buried with someone else. So I'm taking it that she was buried out at what's the name of the cemetery? Allen Ellis Road. Let me get some constellation, Phyllis. Your mama's body may have been buried in that cemetery. I believe it was you, Phyllis, that said that. Where they were burying people on top of each other in the cemetery. Understand this. And you never heard me say this. I got a brother buried in that cemetery. And I preached my brother's funeral. And I buried him out there. Well, I can't think of the name of that cemetery right now because I want to. I buried him in that cemetery. And when all that chaos came up about folk being buried on top of each other, oh, you said you wanted a cold beer before she died? I hope you gave it to her. Yes, Galilee. She requested to be there. I understand that, but we were robbed of the opportunity to take flowers or whatever. Let me say something to you, fellas. My brother is buried there, somewhere out there. His body and the casket is buried there. But my brother is in the presence of God. While it was a tragedy, what happened in Galilee cemetery, my brother wasn't there. Your mama ain't there. Yeah, you may be robbed of putting some flowers on there. But guess what? You could have placed all the flowers at your mama's grave that you wanted to. She can't smell them. Huh? Her soul is not there. She's not there. That's the reason they call it remains. I go to my mama's grave from time to time, but I don't put no flowers on them because she can't smell them. What happened at that cemetery was a cruel act. That's when y'all hear me say, when I die, I'm going where the white peoples be. Send me over there to Memorial Park, where they cut the grass and put water on it and stuff. But see, here's the thing, baby. I want you to realize, Phyllis, your mama knows that you did all that you could do when she was alive. You did everything you could do for her when she was living. When it really mattered, you was there. You was there until the last moment. You were there. I bet you one thing, that wherever your mama is, and we know she went in the presence of God, she ain't worried about that metal casket that's in the ground. She ain't worried about Galilee cemetery. But she know that you loved her. She know that you did all that you can do. And when you did all, see, some folk you see crying, they crying because of what they didn't do. See, you got a different tear when you crying because you did all you could do. And when you did all you could do, and I need to go and close this thing. When you have done your very best, tears may flow, but those are tears of joy. You're dealing with the memory. Them that you see fall out at the casket rolling on the floor, they ain't did nothing for the people when they was alive. Now they're acting alive. Or the fact that the loved one has died is eating at them. Phyllis, if you have no regrets, then just keep on living, baby. Just keep on living. That's all you got to do, just keep on living. Well, it's about 6 minutes before the hour. If any of y'all want to give me a Christmas present, I ain't too old for a Christmas present. I ain't too old, y'all. Y'all give me a Christmas present. Just send it, Cash App, Naked Truth Ministries. Okay. Cash App, Naked Truth Ministries. If any of y'all got a gift, no matter what it is, how much it is. Yeah, Tapper. You did the best you could do. What else can you do? What else can you do? Don't forget my book. You can order the book. I have this fixed Monday. Dale told me how to do it, but I ain't do it right, so I'll get it. It's chocolatereadings.com/cussing pastor, the cussing pastor. Okay. www.chocolatereadings.com/the cussing pastor. Get your book. Well, can I leave y'all? Y'all wouldn't call it no way tonight. And this, I guess, this wasn't one of them call-in shows. And again, I will not be back until 1 o'clock on Monday. Thank you, Mario. Thank you, Melanie.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I will not be back until Monday night. 1 o'clock. And again, if you want to just send a little Christmas present, then feel free to do just that. Oh, how sweet it is. Ooh. I hope that all of you, what do you say? You hope the skills bounce back. Damn. Okay. I hope that you all have a very Merry Christmas. You're welcome, Marie. Have a very, very Merry Christmas. As we get ready to kick this new year off. Okay. As we get ready to kick this new year off, I want you all to be a part of the show. Sunday morning, I will be in the church. So go to the Cussing Pastor page on Sunday morning. The Cussing Pastor page. And then I'll connect it to everything else. But go to the Cussing Pastor page. All right. Join me at 6 a.m. in the morning for the best in blues. And I'm going to play it in the morning. So you join me 6 a.m. Central Time until 9 o'clock. Until we meet again, have a very Merry Christmas. And we'll see you next go around. Okay?
Are you in search of more clients and customers? Are you looking to make a positive financial move? Then you need to advertise with the Cussing Pastor. The Cussing Pastor offers both radio and television advertisement at low rates. Packages are also available. If you're an entrepreneur, long-standing or startup, have a franchise, co-op, or if you just want more exposure, get ready to take your business to the next level. The Cussing Pastor puts your items or ideas in front of an audience that's willing and ready to buy. It's okay to have a great product or service, but it's no good if no one sees it. Get seen on the screen with the Cussing Pastor. Call 901-647-6055. Are you ready to move your business to the next level? Get the exposure and promotion that it deserves. Want to stand out on TV and radio and catch the audience of millions of viewers and listeners? Advertise with the Cussing Pastor. Call 901-647-6055. Again, that's 901-647-6055.
And starting for your home team. Tonight's starting lineup. Oh, the slam dunk with the crossover. The no-look pass with the assist behind the back. The alley-oop, and he brings the hammer in the paint. He brings down the house. The razzle-dazzle from beyond the arc, 3 points, and the crowd goes wild.
I was helping my coworker get her son out of jail, and a friend of mine referred us to Tiger Bonding Company. Neither one of us knew what to do to get the process started. The staff at Tiger Bonding informed us of what was required and professionally guided us through the process. The agents at Tiger Bonding turned a stressful situation into a pleasant experience. I recommend to anybody that needs the service of a bail bond company to call the dependable and reliable Tiger Bonding.
Yeah, they bring me the rest of the name though. Or whatever I got to do.
Are you looking to relocate your home or your business? Do you need someone that's professional, affordable, and reliable? Then you need to call Movers and More at 331-0063, 901-331-0063. Movers and More specialize in residential relocation. They have 25 years of experience and are open 7 days a week. They also offer free estimate and offer local and long distance moving more. 901-331-0063, 901-331-0063. Whether you live in Memphis or anywhere in the country, security is an important feature. And that's the reason, whether it's your home or whether it's your business, you need to entrust your security to a company that can get it done just the way it needs to be done. That's the reason I entrust my home security and my business security to Shoney's Electronic Repair. In a city like Memphis, your security, your protection, your life, your safety is very important. Let me tell you one of the features that I really enjoy is being able to take my cell phone, and before I arrive at my house or even here at the church, I can see completely around the building. And that's important, especially for you ladies on your way home by yourself. You can see who's around your house, in front of your house, and even if there's someone on the inside of your house. I'm telling you, Shoney's Electronic Repair is the company that you need to call right now. They also provide monitoring so that if anyone does break into your home or your business, the police is notified immediately. They also have the video doorbell, so when someone pushes your button and goes ding-a-ling, well, you can see them and you can talk to them anywhere in the country. Ladies and gentlemen, right now, if safety is an issue at your home or your business, pick up that phone right now and call Shoney's Electronic Repairs, area code 901-826-6447. That number one more time for your complete safety is 901-826-6447.
Hello, I'm Delphine Polk, owner of DP Enterprises. better known to you as Fix It Dale, from the Thaddeus Matthews TV show, only shown on the Cussing Pastor TV network. DP Enterprises is a multifaceted company that specializes in resumes, portfolios, contracts, business planning, consulting, voiceovers, videography, commercial editing, poetry writing. If things get hard and you want to yell, don't give up. Call Fix It Dale. DP Enterprises, 901-440-0335. 901-440-0335.